I know that frustration. That bitter feeling that washes over you when you've done everything right. You're polite, you listen, you're always available. You are the good man everyone says deserves the best partner. But when the time comes to form a deep connection with the woman you truly desire, you're met with that sacred phrase, "You're too good for me. Let's just be friends." The pain isn't just the rejection. The real agony is the confusion. Why, in a world that supposedly values kindness, does your very kindness become the single biggest obstacle to intimacy? Why does the honest, loyal, and available man end up discarded, while men with clear boundaries, and sometimes even selfish tendencies, are the ones being pursued? This paradox, the nice guy paradox, is a psychological trap that silently destroys your self-worth. This isn't about becoming a bad boy. This is about understanding the fundamental difference between true goodness and goodness that expects a return. Today, we will dissect 3 psychological principles that explain why the nice guy syndrome is a surefire recipe for the friendzone, and how you can flip the script. This is the journey from the man who always gives to the man of high value. Let's start with the first psychological principle, kindness that eliminates all the stakes. In the psychology of attraction, there's an inescapable law. Anything that is available without effort is instantly deemed low value. This is called the scarcity principle. It applies to diamonds, it applies to your time, and it applies to your emotions. A nice guy fundamentally violates this law. He is always there. He always agrees. He always cancels his own plans for her. He becomes emotional oxygen. Imagine a product you can get anytime, without waiting in line, without paying a premium. Would you value it? Of course not. Unlimited availability equals 0 perceived value. I had a friend, let's call him Ryan. Ryan was the definition of a nice guy. One day, his crush Fiona urgently needed help moving. Ryan canceled his important client meeting, rented a truck, and spent 6 hours helping Fiona. Was Fiona impressed? Yes. Did Fiona want to date him? No. A week later, Fiona was dating a guy who barely texted her back promptly. Why? Because Ryan's actions, though kind, sent a clear psychological message. My life has no boundaries, and my priorities can be instantly dropped for yours. This isn't kindness. It's behavior begging for validation. A man who holds boundaries, who dares to say no, shows 2 psychologically attractive things. 1, he values himself. And 2, he has a purpose greater than just pleasing you. His presence becomes a conscious choice, not a desperate obligation. Now for the second, and arguably the most crucial analysis, kindness as a hidden expectation. This is the darkest part of the nice guy syndrome. Their kindness is often not genuine. It's an investment with an expected return. The failing nice guy believes in the law of reciprocity. They give without being asked excessive attention, gifts, time, and then subconsciously expect that kindness to accumulate into love or a relationship. They think, I've done 10 kind things. Ethically, she owes me feelings. When the woman rejects him, the nice guy feels betrayed and angry, not at himself, but at her. She's ungrateful. The world isn't fair. This creates serious psychological consequences. First, there's the emotional pressure. The woman senses this. The constant, over-the-top attention feels like a suffocating bond. She feels she's not being loved, but being obligated to pay back a debt of kindness. Second, there's a lack of authenticity. The nice guy's kindness feels like a role he's playing to achieve a goal. Women have a very strong radar for authenticity. When they see a man who always agrees and never creates conflict, they don't see a real man. They see an actor afraid to reveal his true self. And third, there's no passion. The inability to express disagreement or boundaries eliminates the tension of polarity necessary for romantic passion. A relationship without tension is a platonic relationship. A genuinely high-value man is kind because it's his core principle, not because he expects a specific payback. True kindness is free from expectation. This leads us to our third psychological analysis, the loss of purpose and the power of attraction. What's the most attractive quality in a man? It's not money, not looks, but purpose. A man whose life is driven by a bigger passion, ambition, and vision than himself. The nice guy syndrome makes you lose that purpose. You become too focused on the woman as your primary goal. Think about it. A nice guy often cancels his gym sessions, his work, or his hobbies for the woman he likes. Subconsciously, he's saying, "My life lacks appeal without you." This is not romantic. It's an unattractive signal of dependency. The psychology of attraction works like this. Women are attracted to men who have an interesting and independent world. They want to be a part of that world, not become the center of it. When you prioritize a woman over your purpose, over your self-development, over your boundaries, you give her 100% power over your mood and self-esteem. And psychologically, absolute power is boring. Here's a key idea. Women are not attracted to men who need them. They are attracted to men who possess such value that they can choose to want them. To reverse this, you must become the king of your own kingdom. A man who isn't shaken when a woman says no, because he knows, whether she's there or not, his kingdom remains standing and thriving. So how do we escape this nice guy trap? The key is not to become a jerk or be rude. The key is restoring your self-integrity. First, set boundaries. This is the art of saying no with dignity. Start practicing it respectfully. If she asks for help that conflicts with your own appointments, say, "I'm sorry, I have a commitment I can't break, but I can help you later at 7 p.m. You're not being rude. You are being integral. You are teaching others how to treat you. Second, practice kindness without expectation. Be generous, don't make investments. Be kind because it's your character, not because there's a woman nearby. Help an elderly person cross the street. Help a friend without expecting thanks. Your kindness must be general, not specific to your crush. This demonstrates sincerity and strength of character. Third, focus on your purpose. This is the magnet of your mission. Spend 80% of your energy building your life, your career, your passion, your physical and mental health. Let a woman be a beautiful addition to your life, not the center that controls its rotation. When you're busy building something great, you naturally emit the energy of scarcity and value. The nice guy syndrome is a disease rooted in fear, the fear of rejection, the fear of being disliked, the fear of being alone. The excessive kindness is a shield you use, hoping that goodness will guarantee you love. But true love doesn't need guarantees. True love values the real you, including your boundaries, your imperfections, and your purpose. True goodness is the courage to be yourself, with all your limits and needs, without needing to beg for a return. Stop playing the role of the nice guy. Start the role of the truly good man, the one who is independent, principled, and courageous enough to love himself first. Because only a man who loves and values himself can be loved and valued by a high-quality woman. The transformation is in your hands. Start today. Begin by daring to say no to one thing that violates your boundaries. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that will help you build your best self.